guys, welcome to our big 2021 pandemic quarantined year of the Oscars. We are just we are counting down the movies for Best Picture, Best Animated Film. We might even look at a few other categories like maybe Best Actor or Best Cinematography and Best Music. I'm pretty sure Shannon would want us to do Best Music at least. If you're here, these are the nominees for Best Pictures, and I will also tell you guys what movies that we got a chance to see and what we didn't, and who we think should win. So the first movie that's up is Sound of Metal. Riz Ahmed, he was the villain in Venom.
Oh,
and a bunch of other stuff. But he's nominated for Best Actor, and the trailers are fantastic. I'm just gonna show these guys real quick, so it'll just jump back.
That looks really good.
Wow.
I was actually gonna be like, everybody's like, we have
Holy
to. The only reason we haven't watched this is I'm waiting for the Dolby, because they said when he's playing the drums, and he's a real drummer in real life, the Pakistani Indian guy. When he's playing it, and the emotion goes from the audience to his girlfriend who's singing, and then suddenly it goes in and out, and then the sound. What they created in the movie is so fucking mind-blowing that you'd be like, this is something new that's never been done before in
like
film.
Sound design wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And as the movie progresses, they actually said this is the first movie that the hearing people who reviewed this movie said this is the first movie that has ever explained what it's like to lose your hearing from people who have hearing. But it was so well thought out and created that you believe every second of the way that this guy's legitimately losing his hearing, and all he's ever wanted to do was be a metal drummer and be in this band, and that was his entire dream. And if he loses his hearing, he can't drum anymore, and the journey he goes on is just like,
Well, Beethoven played deaf.
Right, but the point is, the movie is really just like, I want to see this in Dolby. I do not want to watch this on HBO Max or Amazon. I will if I have to, but like, George, we have to see this movie. I don't care if the Oscars come out. I still need to see it. So, like, we got like Riz Ahmed. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's a Pakistani Indian guy. He's best friends with the guy from like the one we saw with Drax. And the Stuber.
They're actually, yeah, that was a great movie.
Him and is it Gilmanjani?
Yeah, they're like best friends.
His first name.
Yeah, they're like really close, and they've been like a support group, because there's just not a lot of Pakistani Indian guys in Hollywood, so they kind of became friends and supported each other. And so, like, even he said that I'm so jealous of him because he did something I couldn't do, and this movie is amazing, but I still support him because he's still my best friend. But he's just also like, I'm really jealous he got to make this movie, because he's like, this is like an actor's dream to make something like this. That's like, to make a movie like this that nobody's ever done before.
Monumental. Yeah.
It's just like, anyways, we gotta move on. But yeah, Sound of Metal is nominated. I didn't get a chance to see it. I really want to see it. Just from the trailer alone, if it wins, I'll be happy, just because it looks really good.
That was an amazing trailer.
That was. Yeah. Phenomenal.
You know, like, Sound of Metal, Mank, I can't say the name right, is another movie that we did not get a chance to. It is on Netflix. So Sound of Metal is on Amazon Prime right now. You can watch it. Mank is on Netflix. It's a black and white movie, and it's about the making of one of the greatest movies ever made, Citizen Kane. And it's about the writer and director and what he had to go through and fight to make this movie, because everyone in Hollywood told him, you can't make a movie like this. There's no such thing. You're going to fail. Well, he didn't. He made one of the... AFI considers Citizen Kane as the greatest movie ever made in film history. I think it's like Citizen Kane, I think Godfather, and then like Lawrence of Arabia of like one of the greatest.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that list. So I'm excited to see it. I actually did like an essay, and I had to write a paper on Citizen Kane when I went to film school in high school. I did it as like a summer school thing, because like I just really wanted to learn about film history. Minari is the one. If you guys just saw our review, we just did a review for Minari with our friend Steven Yeun. Really great movie, great performance. Hart family growing this farm. Loved it. And it's fantastic. The next movie that's on the list is a movie we all saw. I don't remember what all of our impressions was. For me, I liked Promising Young Woman, and then I didn't like Promising Young Woman. But I also appreciate Promising Young Woman, but it also bugs me. And of course, the one Shannon mentioned, we didn't get a chance to see it. It's called The Father. I still want to see it. It looks really good. I'll watch anything with, like you were saying, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
And you suggested it back in the day, like a month ago, or 2 months ago, whatever it was. The next movie is Judas and the Black Messiah, about the true story of Black Panther and its leader, and how the American government said the Black Panther is a terrorist group when in fact they were the terrorist group, and they kind of tried to shut Black Panther down and use propaganda to make them sound as bad as they were, and they actually, just like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., they also killed the leader of the leader of Black Panther. I'm sorry, and the movie tells a story. I got a chance to see it, so I'll share a little bit. The story is about this guy who's black. He's trying to rob a place, I think, or steal a car, impersonating an FBI agent in the beginning of the movie. Did you see Knives Out? Did you? We both saw it.
We saw Knives Out.
Do you remember the black police officer in that movie that was with Daniel Craig?
Yep.
He plays Judas in this movie. So what happens
I also saw him in what was that one?
You saw it in the
Get
drive-in.
Out. I saw him
Get
in
Out.
Get Out as well.
We saw him in the drive-in.
Yeah.
We saw him in drive-in at the drive-in movie, back back in spring last year.
I'm trying to remember what character he was in that.
He was trying to find his mom or something from New York, and he had to drive to the south, and he was trying to be with the girl from the movie with Amelia Nanjiani.
Yeah.
I forgot the name, but it was really good. I remember seeing it. He was in that. He plays Judas. He gets caught trying to steal a car and impersonating an FBI agent. The FBI agent that catches him says that, I'll make you a deal. You work with us, you're free to go. But you have to do everything we say, or you go to prison for 40 years for impersonating an FBI agent, which is the worst. You're better off murdering someone than impersonating authority in the government. That's how much time you get for it. So anyways, he makes a deal and says, I'll do whatever you want. They said, we need information on the Black Panther, and you need to plant and get us in, so either we can take him down, we can kill him, or we can arrest him for something. But as he joins the Black Panther group, he doesn't really care. He's not really interested in anything. He's just literally there to get this done so he can get out and not have to go to jail. As he's part of the Black Panther group, he starts learning about the Black Panther group and what they're saying and doing, and suddenly he has a change of heart, and realizes this guy is actually not a criminal at all, and he's not doing anything wrong. He's just trying to bring black people together in the 1960s or 70s, and they're trying to build a community to stop murder, I guess, just kind of like Black Lives Matter today. And the FBI then says, well, we need you to do this so we can kill him, and now he has to make a decision. Do I let this man get murdered by the FBI, or do I not and go to jail for 40 years? And then the movie is heart pounding. The last 1 hour, so intense but also really good. Great movie. Check it out. The next movie that's on the list is all three of us saw, The Trial of Chicago 7. So very powerful, very good movie. Same time frame as Black Panther in Chicago. Actually, they're both in Chicago. They're telling the story of Black Panther. Okay. They both came out.
Oh wow.
That's kind of weird now that I think about it. Yeah. But I'm they're telling the same story, but in a very different setting. So yeah, another movie. I loved it. Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin's always good.
Nothing left to say. Check it out. So if you're watching this now, check out our review that I'm putting up. And now we're going to move on to the next movie. And the last movie on the list is Nomadland, which we all got to see.
Good movie, pretty boring.
Rough watch, but I appreciate it for what it was.
Yeah. It was, I would say it seemed revolutionary in
the way they did
it. Yeah.
Because she's doing Eternals, and I'm so excited.
Yes.
Nomadland, very good movie. Tells the story about these people who are retiring and they can't really retire because they can't afford something. So they all kind of get together, get a trailer, or just move into the wild. And all these people living in America. And this is like a real story. Like the guy in the movie who looks like Santa Claus, like that's his book and that's the movement he started. Really fascinating stuff. Gosh, like I'm not gonna say it was entertaining, nor was it fun to watch, but I still think the story is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so, watch it. If you really love drama, no thanks, dude. And if you love George catching my glasses, then you should not watch this movie because that was more exciting than this movie. This had more action just with George trying to catch my glasses. Actually, what happened in the movie theater had more action than the movie itself. We lost power,
That's true.
which I still haven't uploaded, so I'm gonna upload of us
movie
talking.
Theater lost power.
Like literally 10 minutes before it was supposed to end, the lights went out.
In what?
Yes.
Which movie?
AMC Nomadland.
Oh wow! No
And
way.
okay, no joke. It was the best theater experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
In the worst,
Why?
most every single person there was either talking
There were
about.
only 3 other people.
Yeah. Okay. There was like at least 5 more. I don't know.
No. There were only 3. There was a couple and then another guy.
Okay, but
So there were 5 of us.
okay,
in
so
it.
there's 5 of us in there.
Yeah.
The other 3 are the other 3. Yeah, it was so funny because the emergency light came on, and then the theater said, the powers might come back, so if you guys want to stick around, you can just wait to see if the power comes back. So we're sitting there, and they all just start talking about the movie. One guy's like, I read the book.
Experiences, yeah.
It was one of the best conversations
Oh, cool.
It was amazing.
I've ever had about any movie, and it was so
and you
respectful.
have conversations about movies every week on your show.
Yeah.
No, like
Thanks,
it was.
No, just kidding.
No, it's
No,
not.
seriously.
No,
it was
you
like,
don't understand.
Because it was an outside perspective. These were people that like were interested in this movie, were watching it because they've done things like that,
That's
where
cool.
they've lived like that.
Yeah.
Or, gone to some of the different places that they show there. We were talking about like Wall Drug and like, how wild that whole place is there. Just in, like all the different things they have and how big it is, and it's amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, the one guy who was behind us said, I haven't been to a movie theater in 2 decades, but I came to go see this in theaters.
Wow.
And I was just like, wait, you haven't been to a movie theater in 2 decades and the power went out and this is the movie? I was just like, my mind was just blown by that statement alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Best conversation. I've literally, like seriously, we had to leave, but I wasn't talking. I was just listening to them. Because,
Yeah.
do you ever meet somebody who's old but has like a good spirit about them?
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like the way they were talking about that movie and like making it come real, even though the part it's like it felt like a spiritual experience.
That's cool.
In a weird way. It was mind blowing. So anyways, that's our list. If you watch the video, we're probably just talking about the power going out. Because I am uploading this right now as we're sitting in the car going, the movie's boring, but the power went out, but the movie was good also. Anyways, out of all the list, my personal favorite choice from the movies that I have seen and the ones that are nominated, I'm going to give it to Steven Yeun, my boy, who, like I knew from high school. And also not just because of that.
No, not because of that.
Really love that movie.
That was a great movie. That deserves all the awards.
I hope so, but we'll see, right?
I want an Oscar for Alan Kim. I want an Oscar for Steven Yeun.
I'm going to try something new. I'm going to say the movie that I want to win, which is Minari. What I think is going to win for Best Picture is going to be Nomadland because of how much it's affecting... It's
The
like
way
Parasite.
film works.
It's about things in society, and it kind of has that... Parasite, I think Parasite is a much better movie than Nomadland, but I think Nomadland has the edge to like really kind of like really the times
It's changing
today.
things in cinema, yeah.
So who wants to go next with the list and who they think should win, and then what are the chances are? You picked Minari.
Give it all to Minari.
Okay.
The Promising Young Woman was okay. I don't think it was groundbreaking. I think Nomadland is probably going to win some of it because it was groundbreaking, even though I thought it was kind of a boring movie. it did things that I've never seen any movie do before. So I'll give it a lot of credit for that. But yeah, just give it all to Minari. That was perfect. I loved Minari.
All right. Who I want to have win? I'm honestly probably gonna say, even though I haven't seen it yet, Sound of Metal.
Yeah, I might change my vote once I see that.
Because just watching the trailer, wow.
Wow. Like the stuff they were doing, even in the trailer on my phone.
I love sound.
Yeah.
So like that movie, I want to see it. Because honestly, like, you know, I mean, you have instances every now and then where, you know, you can't hear out of an ear for a little bit or something, you know. And you're just
Water or like the
exactly.
ringing.
Yeah. And so you're just like, what would it, like, how terrifying would that be if you couldn't hear? And, you know, just finding a way to, like, just show the experience of that is, like, utterly amazing. And I really want to see that for sure. I would love for that one to win, but I do believe that most likely it will be Nomadland, just because, yes, that was absolutely revolutionary in what they did in regards to how they were able to do that movie by taking the actual characters, not necessarily, you know, like the main actors, but, you know, immersing the main actors and then having basically everybody else that were the actual characters.
Yeah, that was
play that movie out. That was
revolutionary.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it was boring, but wow.
Yeah, no, another movie we just couldn't get to, but I was just like, you guys should.
Yeah, we wanted to watch The Father, but no time.
That one looks amazing too, but I'm still not as amazed as
Medal
Sound
of
Metal.
Yeah. All right, so we got Best Actor. We got Anthony Hopkins as the father. I'm sure he probably killed it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Hasn't he already won a bunch of Oscars?
Yeah,
for Stephen Yeun won.
Riz Ahmed, the Pakistani Indian guy, Sound of Metal. He was in Venom as the film. That was pretty cool. Stephen Yeun, my boy from Michigan. Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Oh, wow.
Didn't get a chance to see it.
I didn't either.
The only movie I've seen on this list is Minari, and Gary Oldman for Monk, and Gary Oldman is just always good. I don't know what that movie's like. I just know that he's great. I personally would probably either give it to Riz Ahmed from Sound of Metal, just reading about he locked himself in a room and learned how to like sigh, and if he messed up sighing, he told people, then we can't film it. Because then if it's not authentic, I'm just doing the same thing. Sign.
Oh, sign language. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
sign.
like if he wanted to sign language so perfectly because it's never been done on film. Nobody's ever made a movie about being deaf and losing hearing and where that's going to go and how they experience the world. So just hearing the stuff
about... There's like
about...
25 Helen Keller movies.
Yeah,
but they're not
anywhere
good.
as good as this.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what they're saying. This movie is the first movie...
Quiet Place had a deaf girl in it.
That's true. Yeah. But it's not about being deaf.
Right.
That's very true.
There was a deaf girl... Oh yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong. She was also deaf.
She was signing.
But I want to see this because it's done authentically and you get to see that world. Anthony Hopkins or Riz Ahmed, I think, probably would have had a chance of winning, except it's going to go to Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey Black Bottom. Haven't seen it, but he won the Golden Globes. If you watched it, I think they're going to give it to Chadwick Boseman, kind of like Heath Ledger for the Joker and some other people that I can't think of right now. I think he's just going to win it. You guys... talk about Best Actor, anything you want to say. It can be short, it can be long, I don't really.
Riz Ahmed, like what you're talking about, and the fact that he is a drummer, so like he was authentically trying to replicate that role as best anybody could.
Yeah.
That I always respect that, and
yeah.
So I really would like it to go to him, but I do believe it will go to Chadwick Boseman.
What is it called?
Postmortem.
Mortem?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever it is, I think that
They're
do you think Chadwick Boseman's gonna win, or do you think?
He might.
Well, let's see. What else we got? Best Actress. Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman.
She was really good.
Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Button. Haven't seen it. Frances McDormand for Nomadland. I can see her actually winning those.
Yeah, she's probably gonna win it from Nomadland.
I hope it goes to Kelly Mulligan.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like the movie and there are things that trigger me in it,
It's supposed to trigger you.
Right,
Yeah.
but it also there were parts that triggered me that I was like, this isn't realistic. But
Okay.
that's another conversation. We've already done that review. You're probably listening to me
And I thought
blabber
it was
on,
funny. No.
and you thought it was funny. That Midsummer was funny.
Exactly.
I really loved Carey Mulligan in this movie.
She did
At the beginning of the movie, I was like, this should have been the chick from.
It should have been Margot Robbie, 100%.
But even if it wasn't Margaret Robbie, and I have absolutely no idea why she wanted to produce it, and I have no idea why she casted Carey Mulligan in that role, she must have seen something that we're not seeing. The point is, Carey Mulligan, whether I don't agree with the movie, but I do think Carey Mulligan like fucking kill that movie. Like I can't say for anybody else. I can say for Nomadland, but Frances McDormand has 3 Oscars, like or 2 or whatever it is. I'm fine with her not winning this. I think her getting nominated shows that she's always a world-class actress. Just watch 50 of her movies and you'd be like, yeah, she's amazing. I think Carey Mulligan is somebody who I've appreciated even with The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio. She had the toughest part because she was the one who breaks Leonardo DiCaprio's heart, but she also has to come off like caring and loving even though she's a monster in that movie. And here I kind of felt the same thing. She has this subtle way of showing you that there's something going on inside of her head and it's not normal, and you wouldn't think it's normal if the camera wasn't on her. If she was just a girl walking by, I'd be like, oh, look at this tiny, small, cute, hot girl, whatever. But, like, her facial expressions, when she gets out of the car and just takes that golf club and just smashes the windows of that truck driver and he, like, flies off. Or the scene where she's sitting in the lawyer's office and she's, like, messing with the dean and making her think, like, her daughter's gonna get raped. And her delivery is so well put together, and how she's like, wait, you don't have her phone number? Where do you think she is right now? She's like, tell me where my daughter is. And she's just Carey Mulligan can act. That's all I'm trying to say. Carey Mulligan is a world-class actress as much as Margaret Robbie. I think she should get it. She's not going to get it, but if she does, I'll be very happy because I thought she was fantastic. I still don't think the movie's all that great. I think she's great, though. Anything you guys want to say about Best Actress before we move on?
I honestly agree with you on both counts.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Best Supporting Actress.
What was Amanda Seyfried in?
Mank.
Mank. We haven't seen it yet. And Olivia Colman. Okay, Olivia Colman won the Golden Globe for doing an amazing job as the Queen in The Crown on Netflix. She's a world-class actress. I haven't seen The Father. Just watching the trailer with these guys, she looks like she's going to burst into tears because her dad is losing her mind with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah,
if she wins it, yeah, like, I haven't seen the movie. The grandmother, her name is Yeon Ya-jung. I am so sorry if I butchered that. I apologize. But she plays the grandma in Minari. She's really good, and everything that she does that makes her a good actress is in the last half. Like, she was good, but it's the last 20 or 30 minutes of that movie. Spoiler warning, run away, don't listen to me talk. I'm telling you why she's great. In the last 20 or 30 minutes, she has a stroke. Then she feels really hurt because she thinks she's a bad grandma. And there's a moment where, like, she's just trying to help, but somehow accidentally burns down the barn. And then she starts walking away because she thinks she is, like, completely, like, just, like, the most horrible person. And the little boy, like, I seriously started crying at this scene. The little boy runs up and is like, Grandma, come back. I love you. Like, everything, I was wrong. Like, I do love you.
And he
please.
didn't think he could run because of his heart, and he gives that up. And
Gosh,
I know.
my
It was
fucking
great.
heart.
It was great.
Oh, that kid was so good. Everybody in this movie in Minari was just so good. If she wins it, I'm going to be happy. But some other, Glenn Close and Hillbilly Elegy, I've seen it on what is it called, Netflix, but I never actually got a chance to watch it. But it is there. Glenn Close is great. I'm sure she killed it. Maria Bakalova played the daughter of Borat. And the moment I saw
amazing.
that, I remember I rewatched our review, and what I said was, she is the movie, and it's not Borat.
She was great.
That's true.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that life. So
I can't believe I'm recommending Borat 2, but go watch Borat 2.
Go watch.
Yeah.
And I literally, like, when you guys emailed me, and if you're watching this, and you said, can you guys review Borat 2? I remember being like, nope, I hated the first one.
Please don't make me watch this. It was so good, you guys. It's like an apology for the first movie.
Alright, we're getting close to the end. Best Animated Feature. Wolfwalkers, Apple TV. I've seen the trailers, but I haven't got a chance to watch it. Onward, which these two loved, meh, for me.
I think with hindsight, it was meh. Yeah.
Soul from Pixar, which is my favorite.
That was amazing.
I think it's gonna win also, but it's also my favorite.
Not as good as Inside Out, but very good.
A Shaun of the Sheep or something like that.
A Shaun of the Sheep movie. Gosh.
I have no idea.
I'm not a fan of Shaun of the Sheep.
I would have
Shaun of the Sheep. So.
What is a movie I'm sorry. Okay. Can I just say, like, sometimes Oscar Academy, you get it right, and other times you completely drop the ball. You not nominating Weathering with You, you drop the ball. That movie was...
Yeah, Over the Moon is on this list. Onward is on this list.
Shaun of the Sheep is on this list.
Weathering with You was absolutely fantastic.
It's better than all these movies. Yeah. Maybe not Soul,
combined,
but maybe better than Soul. I'll say it.
Than Soul, yeah.
But I love Soul.
Soul was amazing.
But I think Soul,
I don't know how they
rewatch Weathering with You.
I am honestly amazed by how they were able to pull off Soul. Because that was such a good movie. It was such a good movie, and they did such a good job of making sure that they didn't try to offend anybody in it.
Yeah.
That was utterly amazing.
Yeah,
I literally thought, everyone will walk out of this movie offended. Just because of what you're talking about in it. But no, they were able to manage it where I'm just in awe of what they did with that movie.
Absolutely. Still Weathering with You is better. Anyways, we're getting to the end. We got to keep moving. Best Director.
I love anime.
I mean.
Go watch Weathering with You and go watch Your Name. Your Name is also by the director.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Yeah. I didn't know it was the same director.
Oh my gosh, you'll love Your Name. It's so good.
Really?
Same director as Weathering with You.
If you like, you're in the anime kick. You're gonna message us. It's better than Demon Slayer.
Your Name is amazing.
But it's different, so I can't... No, I'm not comparing that. No.
It's
really good, though.
The plot
yeah. Okay, so, Best Director list, we gotta keep moving. Best Director, we got Thomas Winterberg for Another Round. I don't even know what this is, but good for you. I didn't see it. David Fincher for Monk. He did Mindhunters on Netflix, and David Fincher made two of my favorite movies, Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Seven. I literally can watch anything with David Fincher. He's just such a good writer and director.
Oh, okay.
Just, Chloe Zhao from Nomadland, she's gonna win it. She's from China.
She's amazing.
And China now hates her because she said, fuck you, like, you're all communists and don't talk about... Did you see her?
No,
well, she didn't say F you. She was... Chloe Zhao was basically like, Communist Party, don't tell me what to do, and don't think I'm, like, trashing the American way of life. Yeah, we have issues in America, but you're still a communist country. And so they banned Nomadland from the country because...
Are you serious?
Yeah, and
my goodness.
The best part is, they were like, oh, the studios are going to be pissed. And then the studio's like, yep, we totally agree with, like, Chloe Zhao. What she said was true, so we don't care what China thinks. And then they said, like, okay, we'll block Eternals from coming to China because it gets released in November. And then Disney's like, yep, we're going to go stick up for Chloe Zhao because you guys are assholes and everything.
Wow.
So she's...
Wow, I actually got a little bit of respect there for Disney.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So she made enemies, but she also got all of Hollywood to stick up for her. And Chloe Zhao deserves to win. She's the youngest woman in this list. If she wins, she will be, like the Golden Globes, will be not just the youngest woman, the first non-American woman to win, because she is originally from China, and she's still Chinese. I think she has a visa in America, but she's still supposed to live there. I don't think she's gonna go back anytime soon.
Yeah,
I hope
they
you
don't.
don't, Chloe.
Yeah, please don't.
There should be some bylaw if you win an Oscar, you get automatic citizenship.
Again, I mean, okay. We gotta keep going though. Emerald Fennell, another woman on this list, which I'm really happy to see. Promising Young Woman, that's not true. It's not a bad movie.
No, that wasn't a bad movie.
But it might have. The screenwriting.
It's so triggering.
We have some issues with the screenwriting.
I can't talk about it because we're gonna go on a rant and I can't
Yeah.
do it. It's not for us. But
Watch our review of it.
But it still has, the movie has a lot to say, and I can see why she's nominated.
Yeah.
Why the movie's nominated. Lee Isaac Chung. I wouldn't have cared until I think you made me look it up, and then it's like a fictional story of the director's life of Minari. Man, this is a power list of like some amazing people here. I think Chloe Zhao edges over everybody else because of what she did and who she is. But at the same time, if Lee Isaac Chung won for Minari, I'm not gonna be mad. If Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman wins, I'd be a little upset, but I can see why it won. But I'm still gonna say Chloe Zhao for Nomadland should win and probably win. Do you guys have anything to add?
I agree with that Chloe Zhao should win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best Supporting Actor, Paul, I don't know, a lot of these people. Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of Chicago 7. Wow, his daughter and Sacha Baron both got nominated. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh no, Sacha Baron Cohen got nominated for Trial of Chicago 7, not Borat.
Not for Borat. Yeah.
I think he did a better job in Borat than he did in
He was
Trial.
great.
But he was good.
He was really good in Trial of Chicago 7 though,
He was.
as well.
Lee Keith Stanfield, who's the guy from Knives Out, for Judas and the Black Messiah. The movie's literally like writing on this dude, whether he's gonna turn the Black Panther. Like, you should really watch it. I think you're gonna love it. I think both of you would love it. Actually, it's so intense. It's on HBO Max. If you get time, just watch it. It is fantastic. The whole movie, you're like, is this dude gonna betray the Black Panther, or is this dude gonna stick up for him? And until the end, you just don't know, and you're like, your mind is so confused, and you're just kind of like, is he though? But is he? But is he? It's really good. So I think, both of them. The guy who played Daniel Kaluuya, who was in Get Out, he played the Black Panther, like leader himself.
Yeah.
Who you were talking about. They're both really good. I would have to give either him or Lakeith Stanfield or Sasha. Well, no, that's not Borat, so never mind. Leslie Odom Jr. was in what's that movie with Disney and the musical last summer? But it was like Hamilton. Haven't seen one night in Miami. He's the one who shot. He's the one who shot the fool, or I'm the fool who shot the. He's the actor.
I'm the damn fool who shot him.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie.
Aaron Burr, sir.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but he was great in Hamilton. Yeah. So I hope he wins also, because I haven't seen One Night in Miami, but I heard good things. Best Original Screenplay. I'm gonna say right now, this list is the best screenplay list is better than the best picture list.
Yeah.
Look at these people who wrote it. Sound of Metal, which looks like one of the greatest movies about deaf and hearing and anything you could ask for. It looks mind-bogglingly good. Minari, the director who also wrote it, like, great screenplay. Promising Young Woman, I have a problem with it, but great screenplay. Great.
Yeah.
Like, great. Judas and the Black Messiah, like, that movie was, you had to turn that movie into a 2-hour, my palms were sweating for 2 hours, trying to figure out what the hell was going to happen.
Really?
It's so fucking good. Aaron Sorkin for look at this. The trial. I couldn't even pick one person who should win this. That's how good these movies and the screenplays are. But I'm just gonna say Minari because my boy's in it.
I might go with Sound of Metal on this one, just based off the trailer. It looks very original. But it also might be one of those movies that gives away everything in the trailer. All the best parts are in the trailer.
No.
I don't know.
I think.
Well, maybe you're right.
I think for this one, I'm actually gonna go with Minari, just because it was an original screenplay.
It was very original.
It was very original.
Yeah.
To an extreme. So
I've seen so many trial movies. Sorry, Aaron Sorkin. Seen it wasn't that impressed.
So best adapted screenplay. These were either articles or true stories that were written, or books or stories. It could be a book.
Nomadland. It's no question going to Nomadland.
Yeah, I feel like Nomadland is the definite winner.
Well, I mean, let's go through the list. One Night in Miami, based off 4 prominent Black African American celebrities or talents who have one night who talk about racism. I haven't seen it, but I know the book or whatever it was is really good. The father looks like you were mentioning. We should watch it. It looks amazing. Like a story about somebody slowly like losing his mind and what that could do.
It looks depressing.
Yeah, but important
Yeah.
to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The White Tiger. I'm not sure what that is, but good for you. Nomadland for Chloe Zhao, and of course Borat got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, which is mind-boggling, but it totally deserves it. I never thought Borat would ever be nominated for an Oscar for anything, but adapted means also a sequel, I guess. Yeah. Or something like that. I don't know. Nomadland, probably gonna win it.
Yeah.
Nomadland's gonna win it, for sure.
Best visual effects. This list
Why
is really
Midnight
great.
Sky on there? Come on.
Tenet, because holy crap.
Oh yeah, that's probably
that
gonna
camera
win.
work is, and they had to do a backward fight, and they had to do new technology to show how you go backwards in time. Never been done before. I watched it again actually recently because Stephanie hadn't seen it, and she came over, and yeah, the movie's way better the second time because
Oh yeah.
I can finally follow along because I couldn't in the theater. The Midnight Sky is the story about George Clooney, who is stuck in the Antarctica, and there's people up in the space, but they don't know there was global. They've been on this like odyssey somewhere, and they're coming back, and they don't realize Earth is basically like facing extinction, ice age. I mean, the visuals weren't bad. Like the space stuff was cool. The ice crashing and them falling through, it just looked cool. I mean, if we're just talking about visual effects, it's not groundbreaking, but it was good. You know, the one and only Ivan, I haven't seen it, but good for you. Love and Monsters, I haven't seen it, but cool. And Mulan, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There wasn't that impressive.
What visual effects were there
Yeah,
in
there
Mulan
were
that stood
none.
out from anything?
There were none.
I might be able
The
to
costumes
understand.
are pretty, but
I might be able to understand Love and Monsters because yeah, they had to create
What
monsters.
the heck is that?
the one on the
It was a
island
movie
makes
we were
sense.
gonna watch. We watched the trailer for it. Love and Monsters. It
Oh,
looked
it did
really
look
good. It's a
good.
rom-com, action adventure.
It's twice on this list.
Yeah.
So it must be good
I think it is good, and we probably should check it out. But I
Yeah, but
definitely,
Mulan's also on the list, and that was not
I
good.
definitely think Tenet was the best out of all those.
Yeah, Tenet should win that one. Yeah.
I agree. All right, best original score. Now this one I love
Over the Moon
soundtrack.
has been on there, huh?
I
Over the Moon's not
I don't
on
know
there.
what your hate. I cried at Over the Moon. What's wrong with you guys? It was
It
so.
had some good parts.
It was
I didn't
good.
say it was
It
bad.
was. You made it sound like it was
I didn't
bad.
say it was bad.
I really liked. I mean, it's not good as
It
Soul.
wasn't very
or-
good, but it wasn't
as good
bad.
as Soul.
But like here's the list. The Blood 5. That music was intense, and it was really good. I remember that. The Blood 5. Monk. I haven't seen it, but it looks really good.
I don't remember the music in any of these.
So Minari. What music is in Minari?
It's just
This
background
is just score.
instrumentals.
So yeah, just
Out
background
of all the
music. pretty
okay,
much.
maybe it's
Soul
because
should take this one.
I think News
think
of the
so.
World should take this one.
Yeah?
Look,
I
News of the
don't
World.
remember
the
any of the music from it.
Oh my god, the music where Tom Hanks is like leaving her behind and like that rock scene, but the music when they were stuck behind a rock
I don't
and she
remember
had
it.
to.
I remember the
I
movie.
remember
I
the
remember
scene,
the rock scene. I don't
but
remember the
for some
music.
reason I can't remember the music. I do
It's
remember the
like
music
this-
was good.
It had that 1920s like
Actually,
old,
you're right. Yeah,
I'm like, guys, the music was
Oh my goodness.
great
Huh.
and
it was.
News of the World. I wish I'd seen in theaters.
Yeah, me too.
That's how good it was.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win. I think maybe Soul. I'm gonna say Minari, cause why not? Oh, the Blood 5. I don't remember the music. I remember being intense, but
It's a good movie.
it's
The
a good
Blood
movie.
Fight,
Yeah. News of the World. I'm gonna say either Minari, cause my boy's in it. Soul, cause it's Pixar and they make good music. And News of the World. I don't know who, but if it goes to any of those three, I'd be happy. I don't remember Double Fight and I haven't seen Monk. Anything you guys want to add?
I'd like it to go to News of the World, honestly, because
News of
that was really amazing.
Like every time they did the news articles and the music that played with that, and then like them behind the rocks, and that guy was trying to like kidnap the girl, and it was like so intense. The music,
the scores were really good.
Yeah.
Solo with the jazz was pretty cool.
It was.
Yeah.
Best cinematography. This list is a powerhouse. Mank. The movie about Citizen Kane. Haven't seen it. Judas and the Black Messiah. Yup. To make Chicago look like a war zone, and also make it look like a real, like what Chicago was back in the day. I don't know how you guys did it here and in Trial of Chicago 7, but Chicago looks great in both of these movies. It is so weird. They're like the same story. One's told from a white people point of view, and the other one's told from the Black Panther point of view. That's really cool that we have that. You guys should watch it. I think you'll really like it. Nomadland, cinematography was. If the movie's boring, but it's pretty boring. Like there were shots of empty houses, trailer parks, the desert. Like a lot of things were visually stunning. Even like the cold, where the dog is just kind of like, and then she doesn't know what to do with the dog. Like, the cinematography was great in Nomadland. News of the World, like News of the World was. I'm still shocked. News of the World didn't get nominated for Best Picture. What do you guys got to say? So we can keep going, just in case.
I honestly on this one, it's a hard choice for me for some reason.
I bet Mank will get it just because it's black and white.
I would say probably so.
It, but
yeah,
I think Nomadland
usually
get it, but I could be wrong.
Usually, it seems to go to black and white movies.
Yeah.
But I do think Nomadland did have some spectacular shots.
It did. So did News of the World.
Exactly.
All of these movies.
Nomadland.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, I'd probably say Nomadland.
Really? I'd pick News of the World for me personally. But I think Nomadland would win.
Nomadland is just because of the style it was filmed in, combined with like the shots they had to take. It's
alright. Let's keep moving. Best makeup and hairstyle. Pinocchio? What?
See, that's what I didn't realize. That Pinocchio
Emma's gonna
came
take
out.
that one for sure.
I haven't seen any of these movies except for Emma. No, I haven't seen Emma either. I haven't seen any of these movies.
Hillbilly Elegy, you didn't see that one?
I said it was on Netflix. It looked cool though.
Emma for sure gonna take this
Why
one.
don't they have
gorgeous movie.
Pinocchio, Ma Rainey's Black something. Emma.
Pinocchio's not even out yet.
Pinocchio is probably gonna take it.
Well, it wouldn't be on this list if it wasn't out.
Oh, okay.
That's not allowed. So it's definitely out.
Yeah, Pinocchio might take it, but I
just
feel like they CGI'd it.
Alright.
Emma should take it.
Alright, best costume design.
Emma for sure.
Okay, I
Mulan
didn't see.
maybe.
You both saw Emma and I couldn't go for some reason.
Mulan was. It was. I mean, it was. It was
the costumes
stunning.
do look good.
It was stunning, but it was.
It was
Disney.
pretty,
it was supposed to be stunning.
Yeah.
The thing is the part that was most stunning about it, I don't think was actually the outfits. The outfits were definitely really good, but yeah, I would have to agree. I think Emma would be best for that one.
Okay, look at this powerhouse. Now we got a good list.
Oh.
Best film editing: Sound of Metal, Promising Young Woman, The Father, The Trial of Chicago 7, and Nomadland.
Father, it's going to Father. Look at those jump cuts.
I think it's gonna go to Sound of Metal.
I think it'll go to Sound of Metal too.
Maybe.
Well,
for editing,
best
look at the way
sound
the Father
editing.
used
We haven't
editing.
gotten to best sound editing, which that would probably go to Sound of
Yeah.
Metal. So I would on this one actually, I would probably say yes, The Father, because it's
They're disorienting you. They're
guys
jump,
are crazy.
They're jump cutting.
The editing in Promising Young Woman was fantastic.
We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, that's true.
It was, but I think The Father had, like, I agree with you, Shannon, on that. That it had to disorientate you as well. So
why didn't I'm thinking of Ending Things get on this list? That was a great movie.
Why didn't Tenet?
Oh yeah.
Tenet did best visual effects.
Best visual effects, but not
Thinking
film
of
editing.
Ending Things editing was unbelievable.
Hey, look at that! Best production design, Tenet. Mank, Ma Rainey, Black something. The Father, News of the World.
Black Bottom.
The production design in News of the World was beautiful. Every little clock and how things were made and how they worked and all of Tom Hanks. No, I hope it's News of the World. News of the World was just.
I really want Tenet on this one.
Really? I want News of the World. I love good production design and going back in time. And News of the World was so freaking amazing for me because I love that period.
It was pretty good.
Like the suitcase and the way he takes food out and his little magnifying glass he has to read, and he takes the newspaper inside of bars and stables and guns and News of the World was just I love pretty like things and things.
I like pretty as well, yeah.
I just think that movie's great. All right, best animated short film. We haven't seen any of these. If you have, I'm sorry, I'm skipping it. Best short film, I don't know. Best sound. Ooh.
Oh, Sound of Metal will get it for sure.
It better.
I haven't even seen the movie, but if Sound of Metal does not win that, something went wrong.
That's a slap in the face if it doesn't win.
I don't believe in riots, but you might have a riot in your hand if Sound of Metal doesn't win. Bunch of old Academy Awards throwing wine glasses down, and I don't know. That's my picture of rioting in Hollywood. Oh wow, this is a big list. Best sound: News of the World, Soul, Sound of Metal, Monk, Greyhound. Dang, Tom Hanks, you got up there twice.
There's multiple Greyhound.
Yeah, yeah. And there's multiple people nominated.
Sound of Metal.
Jeez.
I
Look at
don't
this.
know how.
Like he's going.
There's so many people nominated on this. I don't think I can pick anybody because I honestly have no clue who did what parts of what editing and yeah.
All I do is best cinematography. I'm like News of the World. Was Soul on that?
Soul
no.
CGI.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Production.
It was under other. Three other categories, but not that one.
I love the costume and the cinematography in Promising Young Woman. That movie was shit, but the way it was filmed and the way her parents' house looked, or that the way that where the guys were doing the
club scenes, the colors in that movie were really cool.
They were very vibrant.
Yeah,
that was something I did like
the
about
bright
that.
colors.
I don't
extremely vibrant.
I don't like the subject, but everything else is A class in Promising Woman.
Yeah.
The way those guys and they were doing a bachelor party, and the way that was set up, and then to the wedding, and they're all there, and then the police show up, just the way it was filmed and the scope of it was just very defining and cool.
Yeah.
Well, that is our list. Check it out on Sunday. Let us know who you think should win. I'm going to go ahead and say, for me personally, I'd probably either give it to Minari or Nomadland or Sound of Metal. I can't say Sound of Metal because I haven't seen it yet. But if I did, I'd probably say Sound of Metal. I was up there too. Or I don't know. There's so many good movies that we missed this year just because of quarantine. We can't see them in theaters, you guys. But I hope Minari gets a lot of stuff. I think Nomadland and Chloe are just gonna sweep it with just how young she is and what she did to film it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Do you guys got anything else in the closing notes that I can't think of?
No.
Do you want to talk about? All right, Shannon, you want to close us out?
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching our Oscar Buzz video, and comment down below because I know you have thoughts and opinions, and you need to get them out, so put them in the comments section right here on YouTube or Facebook or our website.